introduction of yourself, that you have your own project. What's the project related to Egyptology?
I have a few projects, and now my current project, it is connected with the personal dimension of worldview. It's not Egyptology. It's Egyptology. It's not ideology. I would like to say it's neither ideology nor religion. It's how how Egyptian people, how Egyptian individual see or saw the Egyptian world. And as for me, the decoration of the private Egyptian tomb are very eloquent sources for this, because in decoration we can understand not only the name of the person, but also who he was. Was he a priest or some administrative officers, and what he liked, or who was his relative, his wife. And not only wife, it's very interesting, they said, my wife, my beloved wife, and or his beloved wife. It's identification of person, and not everybody, it's not a stamp, it's not a standard phrase, it's a personal attitude of Egyptian man to Egyptian woman, yes, and as for me it's fascinating. And so it's one project, and now another project, it's social life. So we can study one tomb, another tomb, etc., and we can collect all the information. And after this collected and analysis of this information, we can find what the Egyptian society was, which social groups were, and what it was organized in different level of social organization, of state administration. And it's for me it's also very interesting, and now I work in this sphere too, and my special interest is Egyptian priests, because Egyptian priests, it's not the contemporary religious leader, or not the same as the priests in Christianity, or mullah in Islam. It's something different, and I would like to understand what it was in ancient Egypt, and I would like to write it and to propose other Egyptologies my suggestion, my hypothesis about how it was. So it's
related to the political situation in Ukraine and the war. How was this war affected your work as an Egyptologist? And also in Egypt we have a lot of worries about the Egyptian monuments in Ukraine museums.
Yes, of course it affected everybody, and I have to say that in 2014, when Russia started her invasion into Ukraine and occupied Crimea, I had to stop my project, because there is a very special museum in Crimea. It's Kerch State Museum, where is very special collection of ancient Egyptian artifacts. It's collection of the objects which were brought to the territory of Ukraine in antiquity. Kerch, it was the ancient Greek city, Pantikapai, and ancient Greeks and the territory of Ukraine in ancient times had many relations to ancient Egypt. And then they brought statues, scarabs, and some jewelries from Egypt. And then they used it, sometimes, for example, statues of Isis, and they buried himself in their tombs. They were a local population of Egypt, and they were ancient Greeks. And Ukrainian archaeologists, they excavated many Egyptian objects at the territory of Ukraine, at the territory of Kerch, and in this territory, in this city, collection was formed. But now, and this collection I plan to research as part of my project to research the collection of ancient Egyptian artifacts on the territory of Ukraine, but from the Russian occupation. It was before the full-scale Russian invasion. It was this collection now is not accessible for me, not accessible for Ukraine, and I were not accessible for other Egyptologists. I don't know where is it, what is the state of affairs with this collection. And also, as for the collections in Ukraine, we have more than 18 museums with such collection. We have not Egyptian museum because Ukraine never was an empire and never would like to catch the Egyptian artifacts. Our artifacts, they were either excavated or they were brought by our travelers. They visited Egypt in the 19th century, and they bought in the Egyptian museum. They have bought some objects, and they brought them to Ukraine. And now we have such collection of ancient Egyptian artifacts. And with the old school, the full scale invasion of Russia, we now cannot research this collection because our museum staff they decided that the safety of the collection is very useful, so all collections were removed from exposition. And now they are kept in shelters, in special storage, but we cannot walk. Egyptologists now, they are not temporary, are not accessible. But we try to do, because I, together with my colleagues from Ukraine, we still try to keep the documentation and to organize the research, maybe one patch or the next part, so we can extract them and can make photos, etc., and made inventory and made some scientific description what is this, and we'll publish. Now we are in process of some museums and we do it, but really it's of course they are in shelters, it's all okay, but none building, none house at the territory of Ukraine now is not safe. So the danger of the damage or complete destroying, it's still is, because we don't know. Some Russian rockets are very strong, and they can destroy the building completely. So, but they are underground, and my colleagues they try to do perpetual monitoring how they are, because they are special cases and special. It's not within special cases. For example, we have some mummy, some sarcophags, and so it needs special perpetual temperature, and they monitor how they are in the storage now. So I hope that all will be safe.